loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. By 20! Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo, man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run on first down. Coleman breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. This is White on the screen. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. On first down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
65.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. Shit. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again. Love. He's got a man. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, Love. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Love. Well, the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Hatchet. Pilot 64, weak.
They'll try and run it with White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Exit. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight. Hurry. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. Flushed out right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots get a score closer.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Play action. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. You must be dreaming. 53's the mine. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go.
From the gun, Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 56. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Got his man. That's Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw. Love. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun, Love. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. It's complete. James White. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's White down to the 25. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
54 is Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. He's got White here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 2, Love. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run on first down. It's White. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 18 Gator. Double dog. That's the
On 3rd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that's zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
13. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, Haywood. 51 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards, first down Niners. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 7, and the 49er first down.
Here we go. 180. Silver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. 25 yards that time. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
25 yards, the pick up there, and also a first down. They go right back to White here on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Garoppolo gets this one to use check. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Got his target, Samuel. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On first down, Coleman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
The Niners on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The drive starts with a run by White. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Throwing again. Love. He's got Lacoste as tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of him, leaving him with his 3rd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the